How do you bid on a house that has multiple offers? Well, we're answering that question today, so stay tuned.
Right now, there is a limited number of homes for sale here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So if you're in the market to buy a home here, chances are that you're going to possibly be putting an offer in on the same home as other home buyers. So we want to share with you just a few of our tips to help you win the bid on the house that you really want.
The first tip is to get pre-approved. That is totally different than just a pre-qualification. By having that pre-approval letter, it's just the same thing as you have a letter saying you have cash to buy the house.
Have your agent find out what that seller needs. Do they need a longer close date to be able to find their next home? Or do they possibly need a lease back after closing to be able to let them stay in their home just a little bit longer before they move into their next home? Those things can make a big difference. And you could even offer a lease back at no extra charge to them. It's those small things like that that help them out.
The third tip is don't look just at the sales price, because there's so many items in the contract you can add to thousands of dollars for the seller. So meaning that the buyer could potentially pay for the title policy, which that's generally just less than 1% of the purchase price, and the buyer could not ask for a home warranty, and that's anywhere from almost $600 sometimes up to $1,000 depending on the house. Then also offer to pay for the survey. Now again, that can add up to anywhere from $500 up to $1,000. With the buyer offering to pay for these things, that several $1,000s can add up to be able to put into the offer for the seller to make more money. Because the thing of it is that if a price goes way out of whack, then you're looking at potential appraisal issues. Then we've got problems down the road. By doing this, it helps avoid the appraisal issues, help the seller to be able to make more money, and to be able to close the transaction smoothly. Now, here's the thing. When you do these tips or these tricks to be able to help your offer get accepted, make sure you have a competent real estate agent that knows how to be able to explain this to the listing agent, so that way everybody has a clearer understanding of how the offer is working. Now, here's the key to all this. Make sure that your real estate agent knows what your budget is, what you're comfortable with in doing before you go into these steps, because this is an additional cost to do all this. So make sure you know where you're at and they know where you're at as well.
Another tip is to make sure that you've hired an experienced agent that knows what questions to ask that listing agent, understands where the market is currently and where it's headed, and knows how to construct an offer that will win you the house, but also keep your best interest at heart, just as Bret was just saying. Make sure they understand where you're at, where you're comfortable. Be sure and speak up and let them know where you feel comfortable and how you feel about this house, if it's the house that you have to have, or if you're okay with losing it.
So by saying all this, if you're not comfortable with going against multiple offers in the home buying process, there's always new construction because the builders are building all across the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. So if that is something that, hey, this sounds like a good idea to be able to get, a brand new house where, potentially you don't have any maintenance issues for the first, 8 to 10 years, everything's brand new, great energy efficiency, just click on the link that is below, because there is a website there that you can just register on, and it's going to show you all of the builders in the area with their inventory to show you, what is available. It's basically like the MLS for builders, so that way you have all that up-to-date information to be able to make some great decisions with that.
We hope this information has been helpful for you. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. We always check those, or just call us at the number that we've listed below.
Thanks again, and we'll see you next week.